Okay,
Oh,
Shrinketh
there
here.
they are. Perfect.
Or Shriniketh, not Shrinketh.
Yeah, Shriniketh. Not
Yeah. I always miss that eye. Alright.
yeah, it's first to 3.5. Okay, cool.
Yeah, should be cool. Should be. I don't know which one is higher seated. I guess Shriniketh.
Uh, I think it was seeds 2 and 4. I just scrolled up and looked at this. Oh,
Uh,
here we go.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I looked a little bit at the players. I think Shriniketh had the higher. Yeah, they had the higher score in the regular season, so I guess they should be the higher seed.
Yeah,
Okay. So this is Shriniketh's third season, and like students like 10th, I think. So
yeah, it's been a lot. I've seen student around a lot.
yeah, I do too. I see him on the Discord as well. So I see both these players, so I'm actually hoping for a good match.
Yeah, I saw one of them. I think it was student beat Pasto Solo Ruler or whatever, who
Oh,
I played in C. Like he beat him in the semifinals of the tier championship here.
yeah,
So they're definitely good players.
that's really good to be honest. He's a good player. He beat a
Yeah,
he beat Eureka Momi that one like championship year. So
he beat Yuriko Momi in the champion. Wow, okay, I didn't know that. So now he's in E. I mean, I guess he's in D next season, but
well, that was yeah. I think he's in D. I'm not sure, but no, yeah, he is in D. He's in the playoffs. Okay. Oh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so
The
what do we
Open
got here?
Church. Uh, yeah. The Open Church here, which I think is pretty good, but I know you haven't got a chance to look at the board. Um, what's just looking at the board?
Uh,
What do you think your open is, Nave?
Silos Church.
Yes,
I'm a big Silos fan.
I love
Any day
Silos.
of the week.
Yeah, no, 100% on board with you there. Yeah, get rid of your estates and then just like kind of just like go through your deck every turn. Sounds like
Exactly. Yeah, Silos can make you have a nice church turn where you can set aside a bunch of estates, and it's even better for later game. And then you probably want to go for loot stuff eventually because there's not really any draw here.
yeah, that is a good point. I mean, I guess other than silos, there's not a whole lot. Uh, oh gosh, I hope it's Marauder.
Marauder. Ooh,
I may have.
I
What do you think?
I don't know. I think there's just this the trashing is strong enough here with church, and like if you want to curse at all, go with trickster because at least that one you can kind of use your treasures and all that.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
Trickster can kind of be like draw neutral actually. If you like, if you set like a treasure aside, like a loot aside, and then like you put it in the next shuffle, it's like you drew that up.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm with you on that. I just don't think Marauder is all that ideal.
I
You've got enough trashing and control here, especially with the student buying silos on the open.
Yeah, I think I totally agree with you there. I mean, it will hurt a little bit because this board is weak enough. But I mean, like, I don't think it's outpacing Double Church.
No, I don't think so at all.
So yeah,
You want a second church here as a student, but you can't afford it.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of the thing. You're probably not gonna if you're doing the Silos Open, you probably won't afford any like high price points at first. But
Yeah. What do you think of the searches?
searches, I don't mind. Like you're gonna like here as student, you're gonna draw up a search and you're gonna play it. So it's like a silver that like exits your deck, and like you'll get another loot once like either curse is empty or I guess in this case rune's empty. So I'm not totally against it
No.
here. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's okay. I mean, there's part of me that wants to put a copper in my hand, especially a student with silos, more than buy a search.
Oh yeah,
But
that's
I
true.
I don't think it's that bad. I mean, yeah, okay, now you got it in play. I mean, you have extra money here, but you probably just want a second church more than anything. I guess you're taking Trickster. Yeah, okay.
I don't hate the trickster. Yeah, that's fine. Uh,
Yeah, it's probably fine.
okay, it takes another surge.
Oh, no, search. Yeah, Shriniketh has the two churches at this point.
Yeah. I guess here's the problem of getting too many searches, right? Like you have like I mean you basically now you have to choose between your martyr or your search. Which I think you'd probably
Yeah, that's true.
I think you'd probably go with your search, right? Because you can hit second loot here and that'd be really good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how good sack is this early. I kind of want deck control before I play with too many of them. I don't know. Maybe one early is fine.
Yeah.
I still want Silos as Shriniketh.
Oh wait, he hasn't had silos.
Carriage.
Oh, I just assumed he bought silos. Yeah,
Yeah, not it still hasn't gotten it.
ca- carriage. I guess if you really want to lean into like martyr stuff, it's okay. But I, I want to be.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, honestly. It's like, what are you villaging here? What are you replaying? Trickster?
I mean, trickster. If you had a trickster in your deck, yeah. I mean, I'd say like go for it, you know.
Yeah,
But you don't. So um
yeah. Student needs second church.
yeah, student very much needs a second church. I think that's how Shriniketh's staying in this right now. Well, that being player one
Yeah,
is that they have double church, and I don't think yeah, student doesn't.
yeah. I don't see what else you're buying here except for church as student.
Yeah, I
Navy City Gate, you could make an argument for, but I doubt it.
it's definitely church is by far the best. I mean, I hope they don't fall for the trap of like my opponent buy a martyr, now I have to buy a martyr, you know?
Right, right, yeah. Or Trickster, vice versa. I don't think you need to junk here. I think you can probably just play Loot, Cutthroat, Church, and you're fine.
Yeah. I I agree. Yeah, I agree to be honest, you know. Okay,
Okay, good.
good job. You did the right thing here.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder. Okay, they finally get silos. Good job for Shriniketh.
Turn 7 Silos from Shriniketh, yeah.
That's true. I Silos is one of those cards that maybe, you know, it may not always be good to open, but I always like opening it, you know. Well, I mean, most of the time it's pretty good.
Yeah. I feel it's so good at just getting through your deck fast early game that I find there's such value in that.
Yeah, agreed. Like if you have any like trashers or anything you want to hit, it's like for sure you want to be playing with silos.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Student loading up their turns now. They're gonna start drawing deck-ish soon.
oh yeah. I mean, this is actually great for student. You have all your junk aside. You'll be able to like basically like trickster every turn. The only thing
Yeah,
you
it's perfect.
yeah, agreed. The only thing you
Sorry, only thing you want? Yeah.
sorry, I'm not trying to talk over you. Well, only thing you
I
want
think
now
it's just
is
lag.
lag. Yeah, it's well, okay. I think what you're trying to say is like the only thing you want is like a sack of loot, right?
Yes, yeah, exactly. You want that payload now.
Yeah, 100%.
And then you can trickster it too. And keep it in hand. I guess maybe you trickster the coppers more, because at least the coppers you can silos away.
Yeah, I actually do think I like trickster into coppers, um, a little more. I mean, I guess you'll probably run into your sack of loot if I guess is the thinking there, and like it's becoming like a cantrip essentially, you know. Is that you know,
Yeah.
which is I mean pretty good here. Looks like they'll have to build up a bit of payload before they can hit before they're.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just like probably it's just like a silver here. Like I
You
feel
can
like
take a silver does it, right? Just
yeah,
to hit 6 next turn?
yeah, I think so. And you can use your abandoned mind if you know you somehow hit 5 instead.
Yeah.
Mi- Minor tactic here. I think if you set aside a copper there, you could have drawn that next turn.
If you
Con.
set aside a copper, you could have drawn, what,
Oh,
6 guarantee without buying a silver?
yeah. Well, you could have bought this. You could have bought the silver essentially, you know, and then like you would have had the copper start in your hand in the next turn, you know.
Oh, right, because they only needed 3 coins. And
Yeah.
they played all 4. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
That was just a misplay on that part.
What
Oh.
I mean, I would say that, but they also decided to go for the conclave, which may not be too terrible here with all these ruins around. Like I can see the reasoning behind it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a silver.
It's basically a fancy silver, but I guess here you can at least play your trickster. I think you can at least play your trickster and use his abandoned mine here.
Yeah, you have 6 here. You're fine. You can.
So
There's 6 coins exactly in hand here, so you gotta just play your church with nothing in it.
yeah, which is kind of sad, but you know it is what it is. You know.
Yeah.
Let's see. So it looks like student has 3 ruins in deck.
Yeah.
Shriniketh has 2 curses. No, 3 curses. Okay. So they both
In
have
the state still.
and an estate. Oh. Oh, okay. That's pretty. That's kind of bad.
Yeah, I'm not looking. I don't think Shriniketh's chances are very good on this one. I think the Marauder was just. I mean, maybe you can screw Student's deck, but I really don't think so. I think it's too late. They have too much control.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
They go
sets aside the Abandoned Mine, buys a Cutthroat.
cutthroat.
Oh,
Interesting. Okay.
I see the vision. You buy a sack and activate your Cutthroat, and then you get the attack in earlier.
Yeah. I mean, and to be fair, I think it could be devastating here. It. I mean, with silos around, it could be pretty. It could be pretty bad. You know.
Yeah,
The only problem is it's like get the cutthroat, you have to hit a high price point. You know. And that's gonna be kind of.
true.
It's gonna be kind of hard to do now. Or like you had a high price point last turn, and like
Right.
now it's just gonna be harder to hit that the more we delay.
Oh, doesn't play the church? What do you mean doesn't mean play the? Why are you not playing the church?
That's actually a good question. The, oh, yeah, actually, you could put 2 coppers aside here, and you'd have a really good momentum for next turn, you know, or tempo, I should say.
Yeah, you could also just put nothing aside and get a trash.
Yeah, that's true.
Oof.
Oh
And look like you could
god,
have trashed one of these terrible ruins.
this is sad.
Oh, that you can also just count on your opponent buying a sack.
Yeah. Ooh, and they got okay, they got City Gate, and they can draw 4 copper.
What a hand.
This is so.
Church Copper Survivors?
Yeah, double church.
Oh, just doing both of them. Okay, that works too.
That's fine. You'd ideally want these to alternate, but
Yeah.
you need your. I guess it's fine because you kind of do need your sack of loot soon, and you do want to hit that.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't even think you silos here, to be honest.
Oh, Shriniketh just took a Trickster. There's 4 curses left in the pile.
Okay.
What do you... I don't know how to feel about that.
The Trickster's fine. You have a Royal Carriage. Okay.
True.
What are they doing? Oh.
I don't know. They could have top decked anything else and trashed the Ruin Library here.
Okay. What's a cop?
Which they might be doing.
They might be doing, yeah.
Okay, he's just doing that trick thing. Okay.
Yeah. I think now we can get rid of this abandoned mine. Like, I think the ruined market might be a little better considering you...
You pulled doubloons, right? So, yeah.
Take that back. Now you can't run. Yeah. I think now you need to do abandoned mine and get a sack of loot.
Yeah, I might have played the cutthroat in the sack. But okay, yeah. cut through in the band of mine, and then not play the trickster.
Yeah. True. It looks like this curse split's probably gonna come down to like, I mean, it's probably gonna be like 8-2. Like student got off 8, Shriniketh got off like 2. You know. I mean,
Yeah, that feels likely.
let's see. They play the
Set it all aside here.
yeah. Oh, they have 3 churches now. Man,
They do, which they need.
They do need these churches, dude. You want to get rid of these curses. Like, curses a much better junker than ruins are.
Definitely.
All right, so. All right. That city gate was actually pretty good because now you're not going to see the discarded coppers in your deck. So like
it's not terrible.
Yeah, it triggered the shuffle, so I think that's pretty good. But I mean, in a really weak board like this, it's pretty good, you know.
Yeah, you're right. It did trigger the shuffle there before side loads happened, which is actually really nice for them.
Yeah. What do you do here? I think I get a province, but what's
yeah, I like her sitting aside. I want to thin down a bit more. A second sack, I don't know about that, but
you have cut through and search. I mean, at this point, it seems a little excessive to me.
That's a nice order from Shriniketh there. With double curse trash from the Silos pull.
Yeah, that's true. Oh,
Hammer. Not very good. Not a good hammer board.
Maybe though. Like, think about it. You can like, I mean, you could probably maybe empty churches. I mean, you could...
Oh, I guess for pile pressure, I can see the... Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, it's like, maybe I don't love it. Like, would I rather have like a prized goat or a figurehead? Yeah,
I mean,
but
yeah. Staff would be pretty solid here. Orb would be pretty solid.
Orb is pretty good. Bazaar is kind of like a peddler. So
yeah, it basically is. I guess it is a village, and you need some village in this game if you're gonna play your Marauder and your Trickster and your Cutthroat.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. It's certainly not the worst spy in the world. I guess what else are you buying for? What do you buy for 5?
Shriniketh still doesn't have a Cutthroat.
Still don't have a Cutthroat, which is going to be brutal here. Because now you set all this stuff aside. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna set all this stuff aside. You'll have to discard a lot of it.
Oh, search activates. Figurehead.
Nice. It gets the blessed figurehead.
Chalice is solid here, actually.
Yeah. For sure, to be honest. Actually, wait. Oh, Student got the shield. Shriniketh got the figurehead.
Yeah. Cutthroat, we haven't talked about this yet, is actually quite good against Trickster, too. Because Trickster has the put it in your hand at the end of turn thing.
Oh, yeah. That's true. It makes it... Yeah, for sure, to be honest. It makes your hand less big. It's like, yeah, that's something I actually didn't think about, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I just noticed it because of here. I was like, wait, why do they have 7 cards in hand? And that's why.
Yeah. Okay. So, I think now as Shriniketh, if you're going to be able to get a double Marauder off, which actually I don't know if you will, because we don't know if Student's going to have like oh, okay, that church, I don't like that.
I mean, it's pile pressure, I think, is probably the idea.
Yeah. I guess is pile pressure going to favor Shriniketh more or Student?
I think Student. I think Students can province a lot easier.
Yeah, you might be right here, actually. Okay. So now this is going to be brutal, actually, because now he's... Student's going to get a Cutthroat off. Yeah, Student will get a Cutthroat off. and then student can start the province here, and they'll be
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh, there's also Trickster Shield, which is really nice.
Ooh, yes, that's true. You could stop you can stop Shriniketh attempts to throw like more runes in your deck, so that's actually really good.
Yeah, and it defends against Cutthroat too on its own.
Yeah, true. Oh, true.
It's
Yeah,
like it's the puzzle box synergy, but with Trickster.
yeah, that's true. Man, remember when like people were trying to say how bad like Shield was? Like, oh, Shield's not that good, and it's like it's actually pretty good. It comes in handy more times than you'd think.
I agree. I think Shield's underrated.
Yeah, I think so too. Like you stop like a crucial attack on a board, and it's a really big deal.
Yeah. Are we gonna play this church or set aside this church?
Yeah, I think we're setting it aside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not an ideal draw here for student.
No, but I mean they'll be fine. They'll be able to set aside. They'll be able to set aside a church and trash a curse next turn. So it's really not the end of the world. And
Yeah.
which
Do you just church aside? Yeah. Okay. Just double church. Right. Yeah. That's fine.
I guess that's fine. Yeah. I was thinking
I
about
guess you
like
could have bought a church there with the insignia.
yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, I was thinking about just playing Trickster Insignia or something, like setting aside like a church or whatever. But I mean, this is fine
Yeah.
too. Maybe like top decking a silver, making it more likely to hit. 5 or 8.
All right. Yeah. A here for Shriniketh. Not bad.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. You throw a province, you're in the money. You're in the money game. Okay, I was worried
Yeah.
for. I was actually really worried for a sec because I thought they bought Conclave, but it's like, oh, it's a hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's probably the best play for the hammer from Shriniketh.
yeah, for sure. If this sack of loot is a sword, that is going to be super unlucky for Shriniketh. Because
Yeah. I mean, they could orb a Cutthroat if they want as well.
oh, they could do that. Oh, okay. This is actually just going to be rough in general.
Yeah. The sword's definitely worse, but the
The
yeah. Well, the
cutthroat.
sword still makes you hit. Still hit province here with. I guess that you can't double trash if you do that, right? Is that the? No, you can
Yeah, you
because
can.
you have chalice.
Yeah.
So yeah, the sword isn't that bad here.
No.
They're playing the orb before the sack, which I think is interesting.
Well, actually, you want to hit your cutthroat, then play your sack of loot. This makes sense.
Oh, right. That okay, fair enough. If that's your plan, yeah.
Yeah. So that's actually probably better than getting a sword here. Well, not that you would be sad if you got a sword. You're never sad if you get a sword. Well, almost never.
Yeah.
It feels like I think
Church.
church is surprising.
Just taking province and you don't even want another loot in your shuffle, really? I don't think that's the right move at all.
I mean, yeah, you're only boosting it by 2. You could have got like a province and a loot. You could have got a province and 2
Yeah.
loots here.
Yeah.
Um,
And an attack.
Yeah, and you would have. I guess you wouldn't have stopped them from hitting. You wouldn't have stopped them from hitting province, but you would have stopped them from cycling through their deck, which is a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, they have both figureheads.
That's pretty good. Let's see if it's enough.
I mean, it might be. I think it puts. This makes it. I feel like both figureheads make this game. Like, Student had a slight lead, and now it feels pretty, like. It feels pretty close here. Pretty dead even, honestly.
Yeah, Shriniketh's definitely come back in this game.
Yeah, I would agree. Oh. Also, Chalice being pretty good here for, It's actually really good here for, like, money games.
Yeah, they got double Chalice in play right now. They're so far away from drawing their deck, both of them. That yeah, Chalice is pretty good.
Yeah. It Chalice ends up being pretty decent in like weaker decks, you know? Like I feel like if you can't like draw like you can't hear, um you'll definitely be happy to see it.
Yeah.
Um I guess
Like, Trickster Copper here, discard.
if
Yeah.
I may have discarded Trickster Bar here because like I don't know
Yeah.
I don't know if pile pressure is gonna do a whole lot here.
Ooh, can you orb the sack of loot into something fun?
That'd be fun. That would be fun. Oh, they're top decking both
Or,
of
or
these.
oh, okay. I definitely wanted to orb the spell scroll there for
Yeah,
something.
that would have been super hype. Um, Gatekeeper.
You know what? Yeah, just thinking about Gatekeeper. We in a loot game, there's a legit argument for Gatekeeper here.
Very much so. Especially if you can play it off the bat, you get the 3 next turn. You're more likely to hit a province. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So this is not ideal for Shriniketh here, missing 8 there. And now both the royal carriages are at the bottom of the shuffle, and like Trickster is at the top.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Right.
And
I,
now,
I still don't like these carriages.
yeah, I mean, it's the tragedy too good here for like super like heavy like junking to be really good. I feel
Yeah. The carriages just feel like net negative draw.
yeah, and no, I mean agreed, and especially if it's stopping up your deck, you want it to be really strong, like treasure cards or green cards, basically.
Right. Right. Yeah. Or attacks, I guess, but that's where Cutthroat comes into play. I'm okay with the bazaars because they are just peddlers, and like that's not
They're
bad for a money deck.
Yeah, I mean it's not hurting your deck, so it's like it's probably better than a lot of the other fives at the option at that point that like Shriniketh had, you know, like the better options. So I think you have
All
to
right, what's it gonna take?
stack of loot.
Gold.
Gold's fine.
Yeah. Second shield.
Yeah, just like super green here. Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably pretty over. Double province doesn't even do it here for Shrinketh.
No.
You have to basically hope on a dud and then get a bit lucky.
Yeah. Pretty much. I do
I guess you
think.
could royal carriage the conclave, right? Is that how that works?
Yeah, that's actually how that works.
So what were you saying? You do think what?
Um, I do think Shriniketh, you you might have to take province here, and like hope that like student can't hit it next turn, because like I don't know. I don't see. Maybe I don't see there being a lot of time. I don't see there being a lot of time. I guess at the same time you have a figurehead in play, so double duchy might be better.
Yeah, I think you have to go for the duchy right here, and just I mean, not hitting 8 feels so far fetched to me. You have so many loot in your deck.
Yeah, true. And
You want to bet on yourself hitting like 20 instead of them hitting not 8.
yeah, that's true. That's true, to be honest.
Do you play this Ruined Library here as a student and try to hit 8? I guess you have silos still to activate.
You have silos. I mean, it doesn't sound bad. I'm. You draw one more card. I mean, you have a ton of loot in your deck, so there's definitely an argument for it. Though I think
Yeah.
one of the cards you have down here is Cutthroat, I think. So there. So it take a lot of deck tracking to really like figure out what I want to do here.
Right. I I wonder about setting things aside and just like playing hammer or something for a state and just like double estate, leaving it that.
I I think you want to probably grab you probably do want to grab a duchy here, to be honest.
State duchy. I made this. I like this line too.
Yeah, so now double province is out of reach for Shriniketh again, because they're player one right now.
Right. Yeah, they need double province and a state with the hammer, which is, I mean, not with the current hand they're looking at, but I think their deck could probably do it.
It could. I mean, you probably need to have a figurehead coming into play, and maybe a couple other things, but
I mean, they have a figurehead coming into play, but
they had
it's
one. Yeah.
yeah.
So I guess what they're doing here, I'm gonna go double duchy estate. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I guess.
This is.
I mean, double duchy's scary because duchy double ruin wins the game now.
Yeah, like piles are scary. Yeah, piles are definitely scary low.
Yeah, they don't have many options here.
No. You got a double duchy here, and then pray your opponent. Well, okay, you double duchy. Province estate.
Province.
Okay, now it's just in hand.
Yeah.
Which
Please don't silos. Please don't silos. Please don't silos.
Oh. Okay, I just remembered they could do that. I was just like, I had a mini panic attack there. I was like, no, don't do it, don't do it. Okay.
I doubt they will.
No, they aren't.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Play at a conclave. Buy in a province. Cool. They got it.
Cool.
All right.
All right. I think the Silos tempo boost for student at the beginning was really good.
Absolutely. Yeah. Student was really good, and then kind of misplayed the loot, I think, overall with that spell scroll thing, but overall had a better deck.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was it. It was a little bit suboptimal, but I think it's minor compared to choosing Trickster, getting Silos and choosing Trickster as your main your junker is way better, so that you could even mess up those things a little bit and you'd be fine,
Yeah, absolutely. This is a Daimyo Barbarian board.
Daimyo Barbarian, oh. Gosh. You see, I have Barbarian banned, so I don't have to deal with stuff like this. But
yeah, understandable.
I mean, people are telling me it's not that bad, but I just don't like it. It's not.
Before this goes away, I'm going to ask: humble trashing hovel here for Shriniketh. Is that a good move?
Humble cat. Ooh. Well. I mean, Barbarians.
It's like adding a peddler, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's like replacing your. It's like T-mogging a hovel into a copper, which. On turn one, maybe it's not exactly like that because you have T-Mog and all that stuff. I'm not.
It's turning a hovel into a copper. You're right about that.
I'm not opposed to it actually, but not as much for the castle points, but maybe as an exorcist target,
True. Yeah, because exorcist is kind of suffering here a bit. I guess. Well, not super. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you're trashing into imps here. If anything.
Probably silvers, I guess.
Oh, there it is.
They do it. They do it. They do
it.
Now it's time for student to get Crumbling Castle. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't open Crumbling, kids. Don't
do it. It's not good for you. It's bad for your health.
Oh, this is going to be brutal. I can feel it. Because the Skirmisher and Barbarian thing is just not... And then Daimyo on top of that, it's just going to be rough. Oh, they open Crumbling. Oh, they trashed
Don't do that. Don't.
They netted 1 silver on thought buy, which was, fine.
But... it's just not good. um,
No, it's not great, but
I,
they did net a silver.
that's true.
It's okay.
I don't want an estate in silver if I could have a silver, you know.
Yeah, whether you have a silver and a hovel or a crumbling castle and a silver, it's because
Oh,
it's the same thing,
I
right?
okay. I see what you're saying. I guess I still prefer EXO there, like a lot
Yeah.
more. But
All right. So they both take skirmishers. Student takes the XO.
they hit 5. Oh, now they can do the barbarian thing, where they
I
can
think
buy
you
a
want more skirmishers or a cauldron. I don't. No, not a cauldron yet.
Do we already? I mean, like, I guess skirmisher's not bad. Would you like? When do you start the barbarian stuff? Since you know,
Uh, Pretty soon. Not like right away, but soon.
yeah. No, I do not disagree. I think this is a good time for Daimyo.
The other stuff you have to ask is like when you start the daimyo stuff. Yeah, because those are the two big like things to do on this board, right?
Yeah, for sure. To be honest, though, it is unfortunate to see both of your skirmishers right here, so you can't really fully attack in.
Yeah. How crazy would it be to see someone deadlocked this game? Buys a daimyo and gets barbarian down to nothing.
You know, that's not crazy. Is the thing. That's like the scary thing here.
Yeah.
You know what might be. You know what? Well, know what card I might be considering right now?
What?
Tide pools.
No. No way. Why is Tybles isn't good here?
Tide. Well, okay. Actually, wait. Okay, I guess if skirmishing around, no. Like I was thinking, like okay, well you have. Well, you could use tide pools and you could use it as a way to like line your good stuff up, but it's like, yeah, it is kind of dangerous to skirmish around.
The one argument I could see for it is like you have daimyo tide pools, and so you play a bunch like daimyos and tide pools on one turn, you draw your deck, and then you just like sacrifice your next turn, you do like a tactician style thing. But
Mm.
eh.
Yeah, it's also not one of those tricks where where like tide pools is like you only discard if you discard a tide pools from play. It's like no, you play it and you discard 2 cards next turn. So you discard 4 if you daimyo tide pools, not 2.
Right. So student has both daimyos at this point. None of them have barbarians. Shriniketh has patricians and wisps, which is an interesting way to draw here.
Yeah,
There's the barbarian,
the
first
first
buy.
barbarian, first blood of the game. This. I mean,
Okay.
I
I don't think you trigger the shuffle here.
no way you do.
Just trash a copper,
Just
buy
trash
a skirmisher.
barbarian.
Or barbarian.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. You will want a cauldron at some point for plus buy, and also because it's an attack, it does activate the skirmisher attack.
I mean, it is true. You will want that, but do you want it more than just like winning the barbarian stuff? Like, is it going to be better than just like making sure your opponent doesn't have a working deck? You know?
Right. I don't know. Because I guess with the idea with cauldron plus buy is you can buy daimyo with it.
Oh,
Right. You can buy like something and then a daimyo.
yeah, that is true. Hmm. Yeah, that might be the right thing to do here.
I don't know. I think here you buy another skirmisher. I think that's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Like skirmishers are fine, but they're not like
They're kind
I
of.
don't know.
I mean, they're kind of scary because if they get hit by barbarian, then like you have to make it a typals or a poorhouse, right? Yeah, like this exact scenario.
That's this exact scenario. Yeah, well, that's true. You're stuck here because patricians are gone, and that's it. It's tide pools or a poorhouse. Oh, that's brutal, actually.
Yeah. No, so this is brutal.
I might have kept that daimyo on top.
Yeah, that. Well, you do kind of want the discard attack as a thing.
Yeah. Barbarian. Take a barbarian.
Oh no! then now you're gonna get Barbarian every turn. Oh gosh,
Oh,
you don't want to
oh
see
god.
this. Oh,
No.
this is why this is my fear. This is like it's like Barbarian or be Barbarian here, dude. Oh, okay, that's not.
Trash is a crumbling castle.
Oh no,
Not the crumbling.
not the crumbling. Actually, that's pretty good because
That's pretty good.
you're throwing 2 stop cards in your deck now.
Yeah.
It's like
Shriniketh's gonna take an amp off this humble castle, I'd assume.
I would do that. Yeah.
Cauldron, yeah, okay. I think Shriniketh's at a point where now they can take Cauldron. I think I agree with that.
Yeah, no, sure. I mean, you're already doing some of the Barbarian stuff. You're doing Daimyo Barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like it. Shriniketh just kind of being like way ahead here.
Yeah. Oh, you can Daimyo your Necropolis.
Oh
Whoa.
yeah, amazing.
They don't even have 5. Oh,
Dude,
this is yeah.
Is this resignable? It's almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it is. Another Daimyo.
I don't think it's what you need.
Oof.
Oh gosh.
Wisp into Curse.
That is awful. Okay. Barbarian Daimyo or Skirmisher Daimyo?
Just double Daimyo. I like that too.
You know, double Daimyo, I can do double Daimyo. That makes sense. Oh,
Okay,
no.
Daimyo your Tide Pools here and get the real turn off. Yeah. I mean, you don't have a Barbarian in deck to capitalize it, or a Cauldron.
No.
But you gotta do something. Oh no, you're just going to...
I mean, that's
Okay.
what I would do, I think. Just
You need a Barbarian to...
You need a Barbarian now. The time for Barbarian was yesterday, but the next best time is now.
Yeah, absolutely. No.
You can't.
What actions are you replaying?
You can't just look at the Dominion Glico thing and be like, okay, I can buy this card.
Yeah, I wish that was true. Oh, Daimyo and a Curse.
That is... Barbarian is just so devastating here. That's why I mean, like...
It is.
After, like, 1 or 2 skirmishers, you gotta put it in.
Yeah. And you can just start putting skirmishers in your deck because Daimyos essentially are barbarians here for Shriniketh, right?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Oh, gosh. I think the split here is...
Oh,
that
triple Daimyo and no actions to play.
You hate to see it, dude. Yeah, I wouldn't. And did they... What? Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. There it is, yeah.
There we go. That was... There's no reason to continue the tilt there.
No.
Yeah, I mean... Barbarian was just brutal. If you hit a 5, it's like Tide Pools or Poorhouse. And then if you hit your Daimyo, you get a curse. It's ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is a pretty obvious.
The tilt never stops because we got a ninja board.
Ninja. But I like Ninja. I don't care what other people say.
Yeah, I disagree, but I don't. Why do you like it? Defend Ninja for me.
Okay, so like Ninja, like compared to like normal militia, right? Normal militia, it's like you have to like top deck it, and stuff, You have to top deck it. Like Ninja is like you're just accepting that you're getting discard 3 attacked every turn, almost, And on top of that,
I see. So it's like Shaman, where it's like it's something you just live with.
Yeah, it's livable, and it's more livable because buying a Ninja can draw you out of, like you can draw a card out of like getting that discard attacked, Like it's the shadow element
Sure.
that helps you like come back from like getting discard attacked. So that makes me like Ninja,
Okay. That's a fair enough argument. I don't have it on my banned or dislike list. I just kind of also tolerate it.
Yeah, I mean I understand, and like I understand like it may not be people's favorite card. It's not my favorite Rising Sun card, but it's like I just love shadow cards. That was like the best thing that like in my opinion.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, my favorite thing that one of my favorite mechanics in Ultimate. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm with you there. It's a really cool mechanic, and I love how it interacts with like ways and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's like the most fun. You got like Way of the Pig in the shadow card. It's
Yeah,
a lot of fun. Okay, I haven't talked much about this open because I just assumed it would probably be like Chariot Race Ninja.
yeah. I think there's an argument for silver over Chariot Race because just Chariot Race does not much for your deck in the beginning.
Yeah, I think the main argument for Chariot Race is that like you can play your ninja twice if you do it because it's bias. I think. Is that
True, right? It gets you through your deck faster if you see it turn 3, right? Or
what? Let's see if you. What's like the worst scenario?
yeah,
You draw dead. Yeah. No, even if you draw
yeah. Because of
dead.
the silver the Chariot Race here, Shriniketh gets to see their ninja turn 3 and turn 4. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually fair.
Did
Didn't
you,
play their ninja this turn. Huh?
they? I see the reason for it. They do hit 5 here, which is I'm guessing what Shriniketh was going for. Uh,
Yeah. Oh, and Student didn't take a ninja.
Scepter. It seems a
Who do they?
little.
What do they take? Student opened Chariot Race Overlord. Okay, I see it.
They both opened one of the cards I would have opened.
Yeah.
I guess Student Open. What is Student Open Chariot Race Overlords? Shriniketh of Silver Ninja. Scepter. I think it's a little. And this turn Shriniketh could have put an Overlord. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's better than a Lost City because it doesn't draw your opponent the card, and it can be flexible.
Yeah, that's true. If you had double Overlord going into next shuffle, you'd be in a really good spot.
Another Overlord from Student.
Yeah. Well,
Which
you
are
know,
never good in the Chariot Race deck. Or
no, but we do have
yeah,
we have
no.
Wheelwright here though. That's like a huge deal.
Oh, is that does that work?
Yeah,
Wheelwright?
yeah,
Oh, it
Wheelwright Overlord
does.
works.
Oh, neat. Okay,
It's super
that is
good.
something worth seeing.
Yeah. Though overall, I think Shriniketh having Ninja here is really good. Margrave,
Yeah,
yeah, for sure. I like no question here. Like Lost City and
this is a
Margrave.
crazy good draw too for them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Margrave Old Witch. Yeah, I
yeah.
think you're probably playing Old Witch here because you already have the discard attack
True.
as Shriniketh. Maybe as Student you're playing Margrave.
Yeah, you want to play Margrave here, I think. Okay, actually, I'm starting to see the value of a Scepter buy in the last shuffle. Because if you hit a mint this turn, this shuffle, you could trash a lot of coppers, and then like you could start minting Scepters. Like that might be really good.
True, and so Scepters play over. Wait, Scepters are non-command, yeah? Yeah, non-command. So they can't play Overlords, but
Oh,
they
okay.
can play anything else. So yeah,
Yeah, I guess that's fair. They can play like Margraves or like Wheelwrights or something.
yeah, Lost Cities. I guess you don't want to play Lost Cities with Scepter, duh. But yeah, we'll write to Margraves. Probably felt fine.
Old Witches.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there trashing here other than mint?
Nope. And Pious Chariot Race, I guess.
Oh, there's Pious Chariot Race. Yeah, I thought there was something here.
Rough draw there for Shriniketh, the ninja, or draws the Overlord off the top, which sucks, but
Yeah. Well, the good news is you got to play a ninja, so you know.
yeah.
Because a ninja is a very good card. What do you do here?
I wonder if either of them will do the wheelwright thing soon enough.
I don't know. I usually don't see a lot. For whatever reason, a lot of people don't usually see that.
No?
Pious, no. Yeah, Pious Chariot Race here. But
Yeah. I feel like they're going too hard into Overlord debt here.
yeah, I mean, I get it though. Having overlords in your deck's really good, but yeah, I mean, you always have to be careful about going into deck because you could just, you know, you could basically stop your next turn when you really don't need to, you know.
Right. So here, Overlord wheelwright to discard Overlord to gain an Overlord, or do you just do the old Witch thing?
I mean, I think I do Old Witch.
Yeah. 2 Overlord should be enough buy more. Yeah. The problem is they're doing other things for your deck, like they're your draw, they're your village, they're your everything.
Yeah.
Another Overlord, yeah. A mint. Oh yeah, they had 7. Yeah, 5 coppers in play. Absolutely, I'm taking a mint there.
Okay. The only problem is like getting up. Like that's the thing I like the Scepter by earlier because like getting up in payload's hard here, you know.
Right. Shriniketh did have the silver in deck at least, so if they wanted to do something like that. But you have Overlords like you
Oh.
poachers if you need, or wheelwrights are enough payload.
Okay. Actually, yeah. Okay, I forgot that Shriniketh had a silver there. Okay, yeah. No, the mid play makes much more sense now.
Chariot payload. Chariot payload is fine. Like it's like passable.
Can these two words be in the same sentence? Chariot payload? No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It needs a third word to not make sense. That word is reliable because it's not.
Yeah. Pretty much, but it's you wouldn't have coppers at least. There's or you'd have less
Yeah.
coppers.
Old Witch. Okay, now to the mint. No, no. Damn. Yeah, another Overlord. Okay, it's just the same thing.
I don't think they see. I don't think they know about the wheelwright thing, dude.
No, but I wanted to take a mint. Yeah, that was the mint. I'm with you, Molo.
Yeah, that is true. That was gonna be your best time to mint.
I still think Shriniketh's ahead here.
Yeah, no,
But
I mean they have more overlords. It's just it is a little sad. You know, you kind of know this could be played a little bit better.
yeah, they have a ninja. The student still doesn't have a ninja.
That is true. It's like you can make some mistakes if you still have your ninja. I wouldn't
Yeah.
buy a chariot race there, dude. I'm sorry. As a Shriniketh, you get rid of that curse. You get another chariot race. Thinning.
Yeah.
There used to be a saying called like thinning is winning. You know.
Right. Oh yeah, I've heard that before.
And it's not always true, but it's pretty true. Like thinning is
Yeah.
really good.
It is. It is. You know what the great part is about this ninja as well? Is that you can play it before you play an Old Witch. So if someone wants to trash a curse, they have to keep it in hand.
Ooh, that is. I didn't even see that.
Mint. Yes, I'm with you. Yeah. If student takes a mint here, they suddenly have a much better chance of winning.
Yes. The only problem is
Even though they don't have a silver.
Yes, but
that's okay. They
have poachers.
They can deal with it. Yeah, they have enough stuff that they can figure it out.
Yeah, I think mint is actually the right play here. And then like you can use wheel if they know about the wheelwright thing, they can wheelwright overlords and get those in their deck and use poachers to hit like a silver or something.
Yeah, because I get a silver, start minting silvers, and then you're fine. Margrave.
Gosh, I was about to say Malo would definitely not be happy with that, and I
No.
wouldn't either.
The first chariot race hit of the game.
There we go. We're scoring now. You know, it's actually piles are a thing here.
That's true. One Overlord. I mean, I don't know what the third pile is, but
Chariot race.
I guess chariot races. Yeah.
I mean, like Pious gives you the incentive to want to buy chariot races here.
No, Overlord beats Curse in chariot races if the card costs more. Oh, I guess Overlord does cost more than Curse, theoretically. Huh.
Well, it costs 8 debt, but I didn't know that 8 debt costs more than 0.
Right.
That's something
I
I.
guess it's the new debt rules with change and stuff. I don't know. I feel like that. I don't know. Was that always the case?
I honestly don't know. It's always been kind of It's always been kind of weird when it came to debt.
Silver Mint, right here. Go now. This is a great time for that.
You would be our hero. Oh no.
Scepter. I mean, okay, okay, fine. All right,
I mean,
all
at least
right.
I can respect the chariot race. Get rid of the curse.
I'd rather trash the estate than the curse there, but yeah,
Wait, why would you rather trust the estate?
Old Witch.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Well, no one's playing Old Witch now. No one has an Old Witch.
Oh right, that's true. Why play Old Witch? You play Margrave. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fair.
that's what did Shriniketh do? Oh, they did the wheelwright thing. They knew about the
Oh,
wheelwright
did they?
thing. Yeah.
Well, they did. Oh, what? Oh, wow. All right. Just took them to the last Overlord for them to figure that out.
Okay, please get a ninja's what you want here as student.
Sure. I also,
May
I mean, Chariot Race might be too late. Well, you're up 6 VP.
Actually, I think you keep that estate. Unironically,
You might.
brutal Margrave attack for
Yeah.
Okay, wait. They have 7 dead. There's like no way.
Yeah. This is pretty. I hate that student who didn't take the ninjas winning this game, but they're playing everything else about the deck right compared to Shriniketh. So I don't.
Yeah. Well, the chariot race hits are coming in
Yeah, they're
play.
really helping.
Oh, there's a curse there. Oh, that's so bad.
That is very bad. Uh,
Margrave
what
here.
do you just place Lost City? I don't think that's the right. All right, whatever. If you had Margrave and then sceptered the Margrave, you would have had enough buys for chariot races, but not enough money.
Yeah.
But I think you could take just 3 chariot races here. And
Yeah.
why are you not playing your? Oh,
The mint.
now you take a mint.
You
That
know,
does all right.
better late than never. Well, you know what? Let's. we...
Yes. Molo's happy.
Yes. I, I'm glad. I'm glad they did it. And that's actually not even a bad play here. Like, if you're not going for triple chariot race, that's probably what you want to do.
I guess. I mean, I think you need to go for it. There's literally 3 cards left in the pile, and you're up by 9 VP.
Yeah, I mean that would have been my play. Just 3 chariot races. Just forget about the deck. But hey, what did they do?
Yeah, now Shriniketh just has to live with this junk in their deck.
Yeah, you kind of have to buy province and then just hope that
Yeah.
student doesn't hit. Oh, actually, I don't think student can hit 9 here.
No?
Oh no. Well, they trashed 6 coppers, and that was all their payload.
If they mint a scepter and then they draw it again. Yeah. But
Oh,
yeah, Shriniketh has an overload on top, so they can't get chariot race
well,
stuff anyways.
They did have an overlord until the Margrave attack.
Oh, Margrave tech. Ooh.
That's something I didn't think about actually. But Margrave can like put a different card on top of your deck. Oh, now there's a copper. Oh,
Now it's a copper.
oh, dude.
You could overlord as poacher, discard the scepters, and then chariot race into scepters if you want another VP.
Wait,
It's not ideal.
what do we? Is there a one here? I don't think.
Can you wheel right? Yeah, you can wheel right for the win.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay, sick. So Students
Students
won
up 2-1.
this. Yeah. I think has every two-player person like 2P's won every game, right?
Yeah, is student 2P in this one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, two players won every game.
Yeah.
FPA believers in shambles.
That's true. I was one of the FPA matters people, so now I'm just gonna have to crawl away into a
Yeah.
corner.
We have a sample size of 3 games. It's
Yeah,
official.
it's
FPA
official.
doesn't matter.
It's over. Student having the better open here. Well, it may not matter, but like,
I think the best open is 2-5, but yeah.
Well, I figure you're taking Silk here, right?
I guess so. I guess my thought was Chapel Cobbler or something like that. Maybe maybe it's just Chapel Silk no matter what.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Silk. If you see Silk turn to 3 or 4, you'll guarantee see your Chapel turn 3 or 4.
True.
Just assuming you don't like bottom deck either of them.
Yeah, I guess the 5-2 is better here just purely because you can see way Silk Merchant for all that's worth.
Fisherman Silk. You're gonna go for the Chapel skip. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think you're skipping Chapel here. I mean, like, Moneylender and Salvage are decent, but, like...
I mean, you can hit your price point sooner, but then you gotta go for that junk, you know?
Yeah.
That's is my thing. This... You can always cobbler
now.
You can always cobbler for Chapel. That's true, but I mean, like...
Yeah.
Getting Chapel off early there's also something to be said about that, you know?
Yeah. Students not drawing any of your states with the Chapel here. They've got a Copper and Chapel down there, and they're going to draw a very awkward hand.
I think you... What do I think you do?
Or do they both have it? Do they both have 2 Coppers, 3 estates, turn 3?
I think they might have. What did they get?
They did.
Oh, wow.
Or no. Shriniketh had 3 Coppers, 2 estates, and bought a Fisherman anyways. So there is an estate down there for Shriniketh.
Okay. Okay, I guess this is the sad part about Chapel. Is if the other sad thing is if it hits all your coppers.
Right. I think this is actually a really good board for Band. Salvager and Moneylender are both very cards that you just kind of want to play once or twice and then not have to keep them in your deck. And otherwise it can be like a Plaza or a Silk Merchant or a Fisherman.
Okay, yeah, I buy that.
It's up to... Oh, it's less than this. Okay, it's the Falconer thing. I say if it was up to 4, then you could do Bridge Troll tricks with it. But there's not even any Bridge Troll tricks with it.
No. But, I mean, like, still, there's something to be said. If you can open Band Misfits, like, it becomes a Chapel, and then it's like a Plaza or something you want better later. Like, that's...
Right.
Your open would be Band, like, Fisherman or something.
Yeah, I like Band Fisherman on the open for 5-2. I think that might actually be the best open.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Silk has a... I mean, you get the on-game benefit with Silk, which I guess is part of the equation, but...
Yeah, I mean... It's good. I mean, Silk's good tempo stuff, you know? Like, there's a reason it keeps getting ranked number 1.
Yeah. It's very good at tempo. That's true. Bridge Trolls actually have the anti-synergy with Band Misfits that make them useless.
5 BTs makes BOM.
But you need a lot of them. You need a lot of them to make it useless. And at that point, why do you care? You're probably getting all the provinces anyways.
That's true. 5 BTs makes BOM being totally misfit, but I see.
Totally yeah.
Okay. Well, students been having bad Chapel luck here for sure.
Yeah, if they see their oh man, this is... I think might just take Fisherman and call it a day on this turn for student.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So...
How much do you trash here as Shriniketh? Do you take a silver?
I mean,
Do
I
you
think
think trash
try.
estate 2 copper or just trash?
I'm pro camp trash all of it. That's fun too. You can. I could see.
Uh, I would rather spend a copper to trash a than a copper. Oh, you're just buying a silk. Okay, that works too.
Silk's fine. I like it.
Yeah.
I do not play the silk here.
No, your chapel. It's not good.
Yeah.
Just fishermen. Yeah.
Okay, this isn't too bad for student though. Like maybe he'll see
It's gonna be
some
fishermen something.
fishermen. They need a plaza. I think they have the snowy. Snowy's fine too.
It's a turn 6 on a chapel board, and we've only had one estate trashed.
Yeah. But this isn't gonna be too bad for student actually. They just trash this whole hand and get another fisherman.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. I think you have yeah. If you buy out a fisherman, you have 5 guaranteed next turn for a bridge troll, and then you're off to the races.
Yeah. Yep. The chapel makes your deck work faster. I believe hitting 5 for cobbler is more important.
Cobbler. I mean, like cobbler's good here, but I think bridge troll's better.
I mean cobbler's good. It's still. I guess there's more of a chance you see. They get snowy. Okay.
Snowy. Okay, yeah, sure. Cobbler before BT, cobbler gains BTs. Yeah, but you need a bridge troll in play for cobbler to gain more bridge trolls.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the thing is like if you do get a cobbler. Like if you do get a cobbler and you don't open chapel, then like. I guess like you have more. Where am I going with this?
I don't know.
That's a good question. I mean, basically, like, if your cobbler draws bad, then like, for like when you're getting your chapel, then like that's not good either, you know. So you have a better
Yeah,
shot because you're gonna see 5 cards instead of 4 with like chapel. I think just open chapel
I
cobbler.
I would argue that student is overthinned here.
Student is overthinned.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
they
some
couldn't
pretty.
trash 2 coppers there.
Let's see. What did they have here? They have like 2 fishermen, snowy, a chapel, and a silk. So you have 3 money in total. I mean,
Cobbler bridge troll.
Goblin Bridge Troll, yeah. I guess with the Bridge Troll track, yeah, that is pretty devastating. Um,
Yeah, you just can't get rid of these coppers right now as a student, and it's just gonna weigh you down.
yeah, for sure. I think you can get rid of the silk. I think trashing the silk might be
I think
good.
I think you have to chapel the silk here to gain another bridge troll.
Why? I mean, you more or less have deck control here. You get, you more or less have, yeah, you more or less have deck control, and like another bridge. Okay, that's not
Yeah,
bad.
I like that. I like that play. Now you have the Browns and the Fisherman cost 0, the first one, which is nice.
Yeah, yeah. The first one costs 0, and then yeah.
Oh,
What?
bad dud from Shriniketh there.
Oof. Why would you trust the silk? I mean, it just like oddly enough, at that point, it feels like it has more dud potential. You know, it's like my thinking because like if you don't have any villagers, you know,
Yeah,
that was just like my.
I think I might have played on there as Shriniketh and not just bought a Fisherman.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. Well, student can buy cobbler now. I would
Yeah,
say,
I like it.
yeah, student should buy cobbler. Uh, hopefully they do. There is the argument for the third bridge troll, but I think I like cobbler better. And I probably would have trashed a copper there personally. But
Yeah, yeah. I would have to math that out. It feels like one of those games, you know. Okay, Silk Merchant, another third bridge troll. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, never mind. Shriniketh, I think, didn't thin enough.
So wait. Did Shriniketh have like a really bad turn at some point? Like,
Last turn was pretty bad.
yeah. Let's see. Was that we're on turn 10? What? Yeah. I guess he just bought a bridge troll, which I mean is usually pretty good, but I guess it's bad here.
That bottom card's a chapel. Students should want to play the Silk Merchant.
Yeah. I don't entirely disagree. Do you need these coppers right now? With 3 bridge trolls?
It gives you another 5 cost, which isn't terrible.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I might get rid of...
Okay, worth considering now. There's Triumph here on this board.
Ooh.
We didn't really talk about that at all, but that's a thing.
Oh, that is a thing. That is so much a thing. What if you just got like... Oh, dude. What if you just get like 4 silk merchants and Triumph, dude? Wait, what
Triumph here?
Yeah. No, the game's close to... The game... You might just accept the game's already kind of close to ending. Like, that would be a crazy move, but like...
What do you do? Bridge troll... Actually, silks are now officially, like, basically free. So you could empty silks and take a Triumph.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a world where that's the play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you probably would want, like, 1 plaza for extra village. But, yeah. But bridge trolls...
You need a double bridge troll right now.
Yeah. Actually, I think Shriniketh might have to be pretty careful with the bridge trolls, because he... Like, Student might have a bailout.
Yeah. 6 buys here.
Yeah.
I think I would have taken Fisherman, a bunch of silks, a bridge troll, and a Triumph, if possible.
Yeah. You might be right. Okay, see, like, this is already scary.
It's very scary.
Actually, I'm gonna go as far as to say Student could win here. This is... Okay. You gotta be careful, Plaza. See, I would have probably got more of those instead.
You got 4 villagers. Snowy, no, you wanted the Triumph there.
You wanted to Triumph.
Oh.
Okay. Player Silk.
Yep.
This is awkward.
Player Snowy.
Well, actually, honestly, play your bridge troll.
That's fine.
Well, okay. I guess we're okay.
You got plenty of...
We just need to hit one more buy here, and I think we gotta win.
What does Student have down there?
It's not 2 copper. I think it's actually
There's probably a win here.
I'm pretty sure it's a silk. 2 silks.
Yeah, I think there's already a win in hand. Fisherman costs 0 when the first one costs 0, and the next one's cost 1, and then silks are 0, and then you just Triumph and you're good.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the win in hand for sure.
Oh, it's in hand. Oh yeah, they have 5 buys, and then you bridge trolls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they are fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta, like, really be careful about, like, piles, you know, especially in, like, really strong boards like this.
We can get double Triumph off here if you want. Oh, Province. Okay, there's the Triumph.
There we go. Triumph had so much more style points.
Student up 3-1.
Yes, nice job, Student. So...
I ate my words, and they over-thinned, but then they were fine.
You know, over-thinning, and... I think over-thinning into, you know, getting a little bit more payload is probably a little better than, like, under-thinning to, like, dudding later in the game.
Definitely, I agree with that, yeah.
It's the wall. We have wall and dominate. Dominate kind of, like, invalidates wall, to be honest, you know?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, wall I have banned, so I maybe am not the expert in this area, but...
I mean, I have wall ban too, but it's like one of those ones I probably could unban. Yeah. Double Sentinel, I mean, I guess
I don't love double sentinel.
I don't hate, I don't hate it that bad. I mean, if you see both of your sentinels on one turn, at least you saw a sentinel. Um,
True.
I think Sentinel Market Square seems appealing to me. If it's
I was
not
considering that. Sentinel Silver is also feels like an okay option.
that,
Maybe I'm worried about terminal collision too much.
that's all fine. Yeah, I I mean, I guess to be frank, Double Sentinel if it high rolls is the best. Um,
Right.
Sentinel Cut Purse.
Cut bursts.
I mean, I actually
Okay.
don't hate it.
And Shriniketh seems to have gotten the decent draw here with at least split terminals.
Well, it's a pretty great landmark. You gotta go a simple engine or go wild and go for the big engine that can outscore the minus cards. I mean, it's not that bad. I just had it banned for a while, but I mean, like, I think I got tilted one time that like I was getting like cursed in my deck and like I couldn't get rid of it, and it was like -2 instead of -1. But and
Yeah.
yeah, Dominic can for sure overcome wall. And unfortunately, this cut purse is not going to do anything at all for Shrinketh. Like, I don't think you want to druid
If Fantasy
here.
was a copper, it does something in theory. Like I mean, unless you want to druid as student,
I mean,
which I mean,
I don't think I want druid.
no, probably not. I mean, Earth Skip is like okay.
Yeah, I mean, you get 2 buys, but you have Market Square for plus buy, and like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So student did the thing that you suggested with the market square, and then Shrinketh open cut purse instead.
Okay. Cut purse wasn't bad since they didn't collide. Like, it can still be a pretty rough attack.
Yeah. I think this is a pretty good start for Shriniketh, honestly. They got Longship cut purse against a guy a second Longship here, and they can start throwing Ravels in their deck, and they're pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, no, agreed. Like, throwing long ships is like, if you want to go Vassal Engine, Druid's okay-ish. I mean,
It's okay-ish. Yeah, I mean,
eh,
it's Druid with Sea's Gift probably you're playing with the Vassal Engine, right?
yeah,
Maybe Forest, but like you don't want to play Earth's Gift with Vassal Engine.
yeah. And hypothetically, you might be able to. This is like the tragedy of like students having the tragedy of like what happens when you have like when you're like looking into your deck to trash. I don't know what that's called. Like Sentinel and Sentry, you know, where you see like all your states in your hand with your like
Yeah.
whatever that phenomenon's called.
Yeah, Shriniketh looks way ahead here for that reason.
Yeah. Shriniketh shuffles are definitely working out a little better for him.
Yeah, there's not really any way to discard things like that, is there? Not really.
No, not
I
really.
guess you can Druid Earth Gift for discarding coppers, but to get estates in your shuffle, there's nothing you can actually do to discard them out of your hand.
That was a minor misplay by Shriniketh. They went with Force Gift instead
They
of
could
Earth
take
Gifts.
double Market Square.
Yeah, they could have got double Market Square.
Yeah, with the Earth Gift there. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like the main reason you want Druid is like it's like your workshop of plus buy. So
Yeah. I do like taking the Market Square though in general though. That's I think a good time for it.
yeah, you want it for sure. And they might finally get a good turn with Sentinel, I think. They're guaranteed to hit at least one estate. And their Market Square will hit as well.
Yeah, that's good. There you go.
Oh, okay,
Students
there we
finally
go.
out of the rubble.
Okay, I actually didn't know they had 3 estates at hand. I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, that's really good. Gold's actually pretty good for hitting Dominate here, you know?
Yeah, gold's not terrible in the sport.
No,
Why
yeah.
why are you playing your I understand why. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
It looked like he played long chip first.
Yeah, true.
Mm.
But yeah, you kept the Market Square in hand to react it. Vassal.
Yeah. Looks... Student here finally getting his Sentinels to work out. And now that's actually...
Yeah.
Longship?
Student doesn't have any draw. It's just been Sentinel Market Square stuff. Oh, and now you get a long ship. Okay. Okay, good.
Nice.
Do you bother with a rabble at this point, or are you taking another long ship? Yeah, take another rabble, yeah.
Rabble's fine. I mean, like, your longship's gonna make it a little more likely you collide your longship and
Oh,
Rabble.
for sure. You're just so thin. I'm like, do you need the draw at this point?
Um,
I guess you're doing Market Square gate and play stuff.
yeah, for sure.
It's probably a good investment for later.
No, definitely. There's no other way to trash your other Sentinel. Uh,
Yeah, that is it.
You know, the Vassal engine makes more sense with Sentinel here, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, and actually, this cut purse could possibly work to, students' advantage, if you think about it. Because if, like...
Yeah, how so?
Like, okay, cut purse discards the copper here, and, like, then the copper goes to the bottom of your deck, and then, essentially, Sentinel can see that copper. And if
And
Sentinel
then they
sees
trash it to Market Square.
Yeah. Because,
Uh-huh.
like, the biggest problem here is that, like, getting Market Squares... Like, Market Square, Sentinel is kind of finicky payload. Is that...
Right.
So it's like...
This is a very good draw for Shriniketh here, though. They've almost hit Dominate.
Oh.
I would be throwing more long ships. I like Vassal enough now on your deck.
Yeah, that's fair. RC2 Market Square, I mean, I want to go up a little bit payload to hit, like, Dominate here. It's my only thing.
Why are you playing with Royal Carriage here? What are you
Oh,
doing with
Royal
it?
Carriage. I saw Royal Carriage into the longship.
Yeah, I don't... What, like...
It's a
Royal Carriage, I find you need a village for it. It's
a
like
non-terminal way to
something.
play Vassal, you know?
I guess it's Vassal. I don't know. Pendant.
No, it's not bad. It's just...
What?
It's
Pendant's I guess it's a gold. You bought a gold.
You bought a gold for 5, you know?
I would trash a Market Square here so you can react.
Unironically, that's actually a good play.
Nope.
No, we're not doing that.
No, you don't want to buy. I guess you're gonna try to balance your durations here.
Yeah.
Take a Dominate. Okay, sure.
There we go. Well, if you can't get the copper out, I guess you might as well buy a pendant, I guess.
Okay, so Pendant's now 4 in this hand. I feel like you can maybe build a double Dominate here, or at least Dominate Province.
Double Dominate. Well, if I was building the double Dominate, I'd buy the Dominate and, like, something else, you know? Rabble
Sure, but for Shriniketh last turn, they had either Dominate or they could have taken, like... They could have played the long ship, bought 2 more long ships into their Market Square, and then I think probably hit higher this coming turn.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, Shriniketh has enough of a lead they can build more. But, I mean, I really don't hate to Dominate there.
Single Dominate plus any of the 5's not Peasant. Alright, so Dominate Duchy. You got it, Molo.
It's true.
Ooh, that was a nice snowy hit.
Very nice.
Earth's Gift. Grab yourself another Vassal, I guess. Yeah, you're doing the Vassal stuff.
I guess you're gonna get rid of your copper here. I'm not quite sure what that was for, but it's not really a huge deal.
Oh, now they're building higher instead of dominating here. Okay, they should have done that last turn. I don't know why they're switching the order on that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That didn't dominate. You're right.
You're right. It would have been a dominate for me, but I mean, It's building's not building's like the second best thing you can do.
Trash the silver, react the market square. I get. No,
No,
maybe
not
not.
the
Maybe you
silver.
just.
It's get probably this market square, honestly.
Maybe you just don't trash. You just play the market square and draw on here and grab a silver to hand, or the carriage. Yeah, sure. I don't love it.
Not really. Yeah, could do another royal carriage maybe, or a long ship.
I guess so. Yeah. Another pendant.
I'm. I mean, you kind of need to go up in payload. You're kind of behind right now.
Yeah. But why do you want pendants when you can just react market squares?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess that's fair, but reacting market square is kind of hard.
Oh man, Shriniketh needs to play their sentinel before they do this vassal stuff. Sets it up better.
You say
And
that,
they're
and then
fine,
they
but
just set up a perfect hand.
yeah, but I
Yeah,
mean they have cards this turn they couldn't play.
yeah, I guess that is true.
They couldn't react the market square this turn. Yeah, I agree. I think Sentinel's job now is to set up your vassals.
Yeah. This,
I'm going to be completely honest. I'm probably skipping vassal on this board if I play it myself. If like I hadn't seen this match beforehand, I'm not playing with vassal and I'm doing like longship rabble market square. That's it. And
pre-
treasures.
yeah, I mean, pretty much the same here. Pretty much the same here. I don't think, though. I guess I'm a little reluctant to play Vassal anyways. Like, I don't play. I
Yeah,
usually,
me too.
yeah. Okay, they need gonna be just real here. They student needs to dominate right now. Like
Yeah, they did need to dominate.
being, I guess they're trying
They
to.
were building
Yeah, I mean,
the third pendant. And now they have no longships in play as well.
yeah. It's actually scary. Okay, here's the problem with like not like building to double dominate is that your opponent can also just buy provinces, you know?
Yeah,
So it's not like a super colony, you know?
yeah.
They'll soon
Oh, that was a good deck track to see. They know they had the snowy on there.
Oh,
I would
nice.
assume they did.
Good stuff.
You can trash the copper here as Shriniketh with the Earth's Gift. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. Dominate longship. Yeah, that's how I like it.
Yep. I mean, it looks pretty over to me.
Yeah, looks like we're getting game 6.
Yeah, game 6. Yeah. That's some wild stuff. Ooh, play. Don't trust this copper. It's believe it or not.
Yeah,
Trust this
it's worth
market.
like $4.
Yeah, like trust like a market square and get rid of one.
I think trash the market square, react one market square, and then draw the rattle with the other one.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. I think.
Yeah, oh, not gonna do it at all.
Nope.
I guess who needs gold when you have pendants, right?
That's true. Well, that
All
rabble
right,
helps
4 buys.
Shriniketh. Well,
All right, all
dom-
right. Not quite dominate province.
dominate longship probably.
Yeah,
We can throw in a druid for no reason.
they can.
They
Although
can't.
knowing that it should be dominate pendant.
Dominate pendant. What's pendant put him at?
If you draw everything,
Yeah,
25.
that's not. Okay,
That's a
and
big F. Vassal. They're
yeah,
going for the vassal now with all the treasures in their deck.
yeah, I'm not a huge fan at all.
No, not.
But
Oh man, they're pivoting hard.
yeah, I mean,
For the love of God, please clear your sentinel before your vassals.
okay,
I know you're winning, Shriniketh, but like, it's so good at setting things up. All right, you played your snowy. You have limited actions now. Uh,
Cause
double longship. No, you have the vassal thing. Okay,
just play one longship and then yeah,
one longship.
get up.
Yeah,
Do you double province here?
just one more dominate feels fine to me.
Well, I mean, double province keeps him out of dominate range, right? Because if you double,
Yeah, right. It's 30 VP off. Yeah.
yeah, it's not that it matters a ton. It's
Right.
yeah, but if you like double dominate there, and then it's like over.
And student dudded. They played a rabble, and they have no longships. That's unfortunate.
Ooh. Dominate is 13 VP and one less stop card.
At least they get a dominate here. But
yeah,
it's looking pretty over.
it is pretty over. Okay, that was a nice chain there.
It was.
Market Square, just... Okay,
All
now
right,
you should double province.
Double province, yeah.
Yeah.
No!
Wait, what? No! Why?
It's over anyways, but that's...
I mean, I guess
well,
it doesn't matter.
Wow. No. But Shriniketh is lucky it didn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. At this level, I don't know if endgame stuff matters as much, but like at high levels, it really does. Well,
yeah, I think at E it still should at E, especially for even. If you got a balanced game and you're both kind of competing for it, endgame stuff should be like a deciding factor. I feel like.
yeah, I know you're right. So it's like that stuff's pretty important. Give me 3 imps, yay.
Yeah, inherited tormentor.
Oh. Here. That is actually
got
nice.
recruiter.
She'll probably be able to.
Fawning merchant ship. It's forced gain merchant ship.
Wait, forced gain.
Because it's fawning, so if you gain a province, I guess it's recruiter food.
Yeah, no, it'd be more. It'd be more interesting if recruiter wasn't here. Yeah, it's just infinite village now.
It works with Harbor Village, I guess. The merchant ship.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Do we have plus buy here? Oh, we have spices.
Yeah, spices.
Do you open spices?
You can build here.
Yeah, for sure.
You could open spices recruiter, right?
Yeah. Other option is.
It's not terrible.
Other realistic option is recruiter familiar.
What?
Or recruiter potion. My bad.
You...
I was skipping a step in my head.
I don't think I'm touching root familiar here. I think you've got enough trashing with steward and recruiter that I'm just not worried about it.
Yeah.
Even watchtower is anti-familiar.
No, I mean I don't think you. Yeah, familiar's not good here.
Right.
It's one of the opens you could do, but yeah, I think they're both
probably taking spices recruiter.
Yeah,
I would assume.
Yeah, that's for sure the play. I think.
Yeah, I like it.
Next recruiter.
I think I like second recruiter here for student.
Yeah,
and both of them honestly.
I do wonder like how much this is like recruiter spices almost. Like you just rush down recruiters, you rush down spices, and then like you just start scoring like crazy. Yeah.
You could. I think it's probably about what it is. I think throwing some like tormentors or something. I guess spices are better payload than tormentors. But having the one in your deck slows things down a bit.
Yeah.
You gotta hope student finds an estate here. They do not. That's very sad.
This is sad. Ugh, I gotta trash this imp, and then I gotta play Tormentor.
I don't think you're trashing imp to play Tormentor here. I think you're just buying a 5 and cutting your losses.
Well, you can't buy a 5.
Oh, right, you have to trash a copper. Duh. In that case...
Just get a watchtower. Just great.
Which one, sorry?
Oh, sorry, a watchtower. Like,
A watchtower. Hmm?
it's not. I mean, if you.
Yeah. Sure. Second imp there.
Gets rid of
Would
a
it have been?
tormentor.
Wow. I don't hate it actually. Would it have been crazy to place the inherited estate with a copper this game because you're using recruiter
Uh,
as your village?
I mean, well, you're dealing with 8 payload in the opening as opposed to 9, you know? Which I think is actually a
True.
pretty big deal. So, I mean, like,
Yeah,
no.
maybe it is. Yeah, okay. Right, because then you can't. You're down a coffer if you're doing the spices thing, and that's if you get the good draw. So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Harbor, Harbor Steward.
Malo wants to play a real engine here,
That's true.
and so does Shriniketh.
Shriniketh might already have this game, actually, believe it or not. Just because, like,
It does feel pretty far ahead for them for sure.
yeah, this.
Uh,
I don't hate the Watchtower. Because it's. I think it's underrated, personally.
Well, you should have played your Tormentor first there,
Oh, you should have.
as for the Harbor Village thing. Diluted though is pretty brutal. I guess you're gonna buy some spices, but yeah,
Yeah, this is. This is for sure GG. You wanted a third recruiter, student. Unless. You know what I might do here, which is a little crazy?
what?
Province.
Yeah,
like I know it's not stupid,
yeah.
but like you get a merchant ship.
No,
You get,
right. I'm seeing your lot when on a turn where you're diluted. I don't hate it.
no, no, and I mean like merchant ship. I mean might do something. Like it's. I guess it's just a terminal silver, but I mean like. You know we're so behind at this point. I'm open to it. You know.
Yeah, that's one of those things where I think you would see that at our level at like C, and you would see it at like H League, but in E, they're not going to do that.
That's yeah. It's like the bell curve or whatever. You know.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
like the good and the bad end are doing the same thing, and the middle's doing something completely different.
yeah. The middle's learning from the mistakes of why not to do the bad things, and the really good players have learned when to do the bad things.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, spices here. See, I called it.
Okay.
It's the,
It's definitely not the worst. I
oh no,
oh no.
not discarding an action or treasure in my watchtower hand.
That please stop. Yeah. Now this should definitely
You're going just okay.
I mean
All right.
that's fine. You could go faster, but it's not like you can't afford to build here, you know?
Yeah, student still has 2 estates and they have 2 recruiters in deck. I think, unless does Shriniketh have 3?
Um
Place a recruiter.
I
No,
think
they have 2. So yeah,
Shriniketh's how this deck should have worked out for student.
yeah. Trash of spices here.
Yeah, I think you have to trash his recruiter. I think it's a little early.
No, there goes the spices.
Yeah. Well, they do see their estate here, so you're happy for them.
Yeah, I am happy for student.
Yes, congratulations,
They've had
student.
some rough draws.
Province.
Oh, I still.
It's time for province now. Your province
Yeah,
times
no, I'm
now.
with you. Merchant ship is fine with all these villagers in your deck.
Yeah. Plus, it's like you have coffers to like smooth things out a bit. Yeah. Merchant ship is on ironic payload here, to be honest. We'll see what they do.
Let's see. Province, yeah, they did it.
They
They
did
took the
it.
recommendation.
Yeah.
There's another province in hand here for student.
Yep.
It is the joy of
Th-
of spices, eh? Oh, double province here for Shriniketh looks pretty good though.
that misery is brutal. Oh.
That does hurt a lot.
I think misery is the worst. I think misery gives you the lowest, like statistic wise, is like the worst VP hex, or like the hex that gives you the worst win rate.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's. So I mean, I think it's actually particularly bad here.
Yeah, I feel like I get screwed over by diluted so much more, but maybe it is misery.
Diluted's like diluted's like a punch in the face, you know, and misery is like the thing you don't think is a big deal until like the very end of the game, you know.
Sure, yeah. Dilute is the turn killer, but misery can be the difference maker in the end game.
Yeah.
Why is this just a decision? Trash your estate.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you want to keep VP around. I don't love that.
Yeah, I don't know if I do either. The watched?
Trashes the watchtower.
That's fine.
Yeah, you're playing for the end game here, so. Okay.
Okay, so
It's double scary now for Shriniketh.
Yeah. Which
Wait, why do you play your merchant before your imp?
I'm not sure.
I guess for the Harbor Village activation?
Yeah, I think it's...
No, this is
This is over.
12. They don't have triple in hand.
They have double. They have double and they have duchy, so it's like... You go to 25 and... Oh, wait, it's not over. Well...
That's pretty close. They go to 27, right? 15?
Yeah. Well... Yeah, no, it's 27. So then you have an 11-point deficit, which means you have to get 18, which is just not happening for student.
Yeah, just go for it. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Imp. Merchant ship. I don't know.
Yeah, Province Double Duchy is pretty tough.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be like... They'll have to hit 15 here, which I don't think... I don't even know if it's possible if you like shuffle your deck and give it like the best possible like outcome, you know? I don't know if that'd be possible. Yeah. Like if you hypothetically could set your deck up the way any way you wanted to. So
yeah, this is pretty much over. But we've got a game 7, I guess.
Well, maybe not. Oh, it is over now.
Yeah. All right.
We are at game 7. Interesting. Shriniketh brought it back.
They did from 3-1 down.
Yeah. Oh boy, it's now time for me to like proselytize about the Asceticism Open. You know, how good I think it is.
Sorry, what was that first word? Proselytize?
I think proselytize. It's like it's the spread the good news, you know, of the Asceticism Open. You know.
Oh, I see. I've never heard that word before, but I like it.
I think I may have mispronounced it, so I'm not great with words. But no, asceticism, basically you can get rid of an estate in the open, and then like whatever your other card you open with, you basically guarantee you don't see a turn 5 because you only have like 10 cards in deck.
It's anti-sombrero tech, right?
Yes, very much. I very much like anti-sombrero tech, so. But
this is fun. We've got the sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
You're probably gonna talk about stockpile, right?
No, I was going to talk about the fact that we have the two things here that are drawless villages that give you 3 actions, and that's the only village we have on the board.
That is true. Okay. Oh, that is actually interesting. You know.
Yeah, so we can play with a couple warbs. Yeah. Okay. Crossroads can give draw, but like, so can Aristocrat. But you don't want to spend your action on Aristocrat.
No. I'd much rather spend it on a shiny war for a berserker, you know?
Yeah. So you basically get 4 villages this game to play with. which I
Yeah,
guess is enough for a Wharf engine.
that's true. I mean, Wharf is. You can kind of think of the duration bar of Wharf as its own as its own village. You know,
Yeah,
sort of.
sure. It's a Wharf is half a terminal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But but I mean, realistically here, yeah, it's like you'll be working with like kind of limited villages, so you'll probably be playing with like um
Treasures,
yeah,
stockpiles.
stockpile.
Yeah.
Um, I think stockpile's empty. What? I wonder. I guess I was wondering.
Wharfs.
Yeah, there's worse too. I wonder how much this can be rushed down. To be honest, like stockpiles will empty soon. You could possibly empty gardens with like berserker or something.
Yeah. Do you try for gardens? I don't know.
The the deck would
Like a
probably
Wharf deck seems like provinces.
well, I think the idea I'm thinking is like you kind of have Wharf Draw's duration. You then play Crossroads, and you have like a couple of gardens and like estates in hand. You draw that up,
Right.
and then like
Sure.
you use Berserker or Workshop to gain this stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah, I see it. By the
I,
way, Shriniketh had an awful turn 3,
what
and
what they do?
also
Oh, they only had
they've had
two.
2, and they bottom decked their priest,
Oh,
so they not very good.
I see. I mean, it could be worse. But you get to buy Crossroads and then like Wharf.
I'm sorry, 2 to 3 aristocrats, Molo. Why do you want a third aristocrat?
Uh, I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
guess.
understand the second one, the Smithy. So like, okay, but
I mean, maybe just for a little bit of like guarantee.
you don't
Yeah,
need to see the second one. If you don't need to worry about that if you have 7 Wharves in your deck.
that's true. That's true.
I have yet to play a game with aristocrat where anything but the first and the fourth effect are actually good. Like it's the +3 actions and the +3 buys are both like sometimes you need them. The other two in the middle, don't try to play into those.
I mean, sometimes when aristocrat's like kind of the only draw, you might do the second effect.
Yeah, I've just never found it went well because you need to line it up too. And if it's the only draw, then you're really not drawing much at all with it.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I mean, I think with like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe with like Royal Galley, it's okay. Like, there's been like I've seen like weird edge cases for like that being good.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure there is some, but I have yet to encounter any in an actual game.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, does student have two wharfs? Okay, no, they both
This
have
is
one wharf.
this, oh, I like the second Wharf there for Shriniketh. I guess you do need the stockpiles, but like I wouldn't have done it so hastily. I might have done some asceticism. I might have like there's things to do there other than Berserker.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. I think I like getting like a wharfs first. To be honest, like getting your wharf draw first, and then like throwing in the berserker attacks.
Yeah, I agree. I want to get the Wharf going stuff first.
This
But
is that is. I would have liked a wharf, or if I'm being honest, maybe just berserker.
okay, how does Priest asceticism work?
You get to trash a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you can just asceticism here, trash all 3 coppers, and buy a Wharf. As yeah, this is fantastic. that's,
Yep,
that's such a good combo.
that is actually a really good combo. Mm. Chef's kiss there. I almost would say that was game winning, to be honest. That's like
Yeah, well, student can do it and then come back, kind of thing. But
it with this shuffle doesn't look like it.
no, not right now.
Like you could do cross. This just looks like Crossroads Wharf, and then hope you can kick off next turn. Oh wait, no, it's
It's 9, so you can do
yeah,
Wharf stockpile here.
yeah, that's probably better. And then maybe you get your big asceticism turn later.
Oh, asceticism for
Uh,
1. I don't love that.
I like it in the open, but I think
Yeah, not on turn 7.
no. Uh, Having a stockpile is going to do a lot more for you there. Part of me,
Yeah, this is looking like Shriniketh's game so far.
yeah. I mean, I think Student might have more wharves, or are they tied right now?
Second crossroads. I don't love the second crossroads from Shriniketh.
I don't hate it if you're going into guard stuff, which is
True. I think they are tied on wharves, by the way. I think they have 2 each.
okay. They have two each. Okay, cool. I if your plans to go in the garden stuff, then like I actually don't hate the second crossroads here. But
Sure, but they've been trashing estates and stuff. Like I think it's too early on that one. I mean, maybe it's fine. I don't know. You didn't have many options there. Nomads? I guess. Oh, I see what you're saying.
I
Because
mean,
you gain nomads and it allows you to buy wharf. Sure.
yeah, that's no, that makes sense. That I could see it. Especially you can also priest trash nomads later.
Right. Or asceticism trash it when you have with the priest in play.
Yeah,
Get that profit.
nice. Um,
Yeah, another wharf. Which was 23. Yeah.
plus 23. Amazing.
Hey, if you have like 6 priests in play, sure.
Yeah. How many would you have to get 23? You'd have to have like three priests and like 5 trashes is like 20 or something.
Yeah, something like that. 3 priests. Well, 3 priests would give you 6 coins per. So we have 4 trashes. We'll get you 24.
Yeah. Something like that.
Don't leave the stockpiles there. Don't leave them. Empty them. Good.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go.
I
Keep
be
that
careful
stockpile.
here.
Keep that stockpile.
Yeah,
Or
I think. Yeah, you probably got to start on the treasures now, right?
I think so. I think. I think now we start doing some garden stuff. I would not mind with two crossroads in deck. Okay, that works too. Getting the nomads.
Berserker for nomads. Yeah.
Yeah. Wharf. Wharf.
Wharf, silver.
Silver.
Sure.
Makes sense to me. Wharf Berserker. Mm-mm. Yeah. Now we're in the awkward part of the stockpile game where you run out of stockpiles and you have to build your payload a different way.
Yep. And we're down 2 piles suddenly. I guess we do have monkey for plus buy here.
Oh
If you
gosh.
need. I guess you have nomads also. And wharf obviously.
That's true.
So like there could be a quick estate pile coming up somewhat soon.
Yeah, I mean that's honestly what I'm thinking. You only have to hit 16 and well not even 16. Just play as Wharf. No, I'd probably just play as Berserker.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like Berserker Gardens Province, or is it?
I would be worried about econ if you're playing your stockpiles here and not buying more money.
Yeah. That's true. Play Wharf? Yeah, the Wharf's our option.
Mola wants to play wharf. Yeah.
Hey, no.
Does
Yeah.
Shrink have 6 wars? They won 6-4.
They won 6-4? Oh, okay. If they won 6-4, yeah, play 3 warps, you know? That's really good.
Yeah, asceticism for profit,
Which is
or
actually...
not profit, just going net neutral.
This is actually kind of
Nomad's
bad.
goals.
You kind of want those coppers. But,
You got nomads and gold now in your deck. I think you're probably fine.
yeah, that's actually true.
Okay, suddenly we have people actually drawing their decks in this board.
Yeah, Worf can do amazing things.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, I'm student right now. What am I doing? Well, first off, I'm playing this Worf.
I'm looking for a pile out.
Yeah, that's...
I guess they don't have one with stockpiles on exile.
Wait.
Well, 5 buys.
Is this
Hold on.
Could this win? Well, okay, we don't have enough buys.
No, 5 buys, 6 buys, and a Berserker gain. Might be enough to tie on Crossroads or Nomads.
That might want to be Crossroads.
Six buys. Nomads cost 2, except for the last one, which costs 4.
Yeah.
And then you in a second priest for payload. Yeah, there's 12 money in hand. If they had Berserker for a Crossroads here, they had a tie, which they might have needed to take. As player 2, is that how does that work? Do they rematch, or does player 2 win if they tie in game 7?
I don't actually know. I think in one rule set it's like if player 2 ties, they win at all.
Okay, yeah. Should both players reach the goal simultaneously? Additional games we played till there's a clear winner. So as student here, I think I'm taking the tie and playing another game.
You're doing tie. You're taking the tie. You're thankful that you can win it here, or you got a tie here, and then take it to the next game. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because you're behind here. I think you take the tie.
Now I think
oh no, you didn't have enough money because you berserkered for nomads. That give you 2 coins.
Yeah.
Asceticism did. No, it didn't give you extra money. Did it? Or I don't know.
I don't know either.
Definitely like the province there though.
The only.
Okay.
So here's the thing: if Shriniketh can get a pile out on estates, then they win. It does not seem possible.
You needed to not play the priest.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think it's here. We're gonna go into some pretty classic greeting, I think.
Yeah. So this is
another silver for Shriniketh.
Yeah, for sure.
Every stockpile is now in exile, so yeah, I think at this point there's no more wins.
Maybe. Oh, it's 5-5.
It is 5-5
for the wars.
You can berserker for like a silver here or something.
Or no,
and draw it.
Berserker for nomads. No, Berserker for
nomads.
Play that.
Do you have enough actions for that? Or you just trash him with priest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, so the warves are 5-5 by the way, not 6-4.
Yeah.
Oh, they have a nomads already down there. They're fine.
Yeah,
Priest of nomads, play a nomads.
Okay.
You have 11.
That's no. Oh, this is killing me, dude.
This is where the end game really comes into play now, right? They both like kind of there.
Yeah, and I think there's likely a win that one of them could have pulled off from this point, you know?
You think so? I don't think there was like a clear one, but there might have been a winning like pile drive that you could go for.
I think there was.
We're at 5 nomads.
There probably was. Yeah. Okay.
Now we're at 4 nomads.
Now Shriniketh's gonna go for it, but he's got to hit no. Shriniketh's actually behind on greening, so he's got to hit 4 nomads.
Yeah. He's got to hit 18, which is not.
Yeah.
Although he's at 15. That's getting there. And especially if Student takes another nomads off this pile here. There might be a win for Shrinketh next turn.
Maybe. I think you play this war first. Yeah.
Yeah, Crossroads gets more draw here.
Okay, and now you need to slow down and think about what you're doing as student.
Yeah. Play Berserker first.
Can you Berserker?
Just automatically.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Okay, can you get a Nomads here and win it? Okay.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's there. It costs 2 each, right? 7, 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just need triple Nomads Estate. Yeah, it's there.
That's there.
No.
No! No! No!
Oh my god.
Oh, that was the
win in hands.
Endgame.
And it's Shriniketh duds. They don't see the aristocrat.
Pain. Oh, that was the. Oh.
Yeah, they had a duchy too. Yeah, triple duchy. I was just thinking they needed the estate, but yeah, they could have done duchy also.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is wild, dude.
Do you take province estate here? I don't know. I think
Double duchy's fine.
As Shriniketh, you're probably screwed too. How did the Shriniketh lose this? They were so far ahead, it felt like.
They were. That. I don't know.
Yeah, this has got to be. They got to see it now, right? You'd hope.
Don't like butcher this, dude.
Crossroads is a nice card here. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then just like, okay.
Again, very much in hand.
Play Berserk. You have a points lead now, so maybe it's more obvious to see. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. You have, even if you think nomads cost 4, you have it in hand.
Yeah. You have a point sleeve, so it's much easier to see. Okay.
There we go.
All is well with the world, I guess.
What a match!
That was a roller coaster of emotions, especially during that last set. I can't. Good job, student. I'm.
Yeah, good job, a student. Well done.
Well,
E-League champion.
Well, John, good job to Shriniketh for like bringing it back. You know, that was
yeah.
That was a good match. I know there's a lot of whining, griping, and complaining, but that was some good dominion right there. Yeah, it was really close, and I thought that both players had their moments, and yeah, dude, nice job for Student for coming back that last game. We kind of thought it kind of looked like Student didn't have it, you know.
Right, yeah. It felt like early on Shriniketh just had this in the bag, and Student stuck with it, and I think they just used their stockpiles better, and they started throwing treasures in their deck earlier, and it worked out.
Yeah. I noticed that Student was actually being a little bit more cautious about, using stockpiles in that last game, you know?
Yeah.
Which is pretty huge, you know? Like, that's a big deal, you know? And then, yeah. And they're both players are conscious of the Wharf split, so that was good.
Going Berserker for a second Wharf. I think that's a good point, although I think you needed that Wharf before you did the Berserker thing, and Student did the Wharf thing first, right?
Yeah. Did the Student get 2 Wharfs first?
I think so.
Yeah, you want to go double Wharf before Berserker, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Berserker wasn't gaining much good stuff there, right? Like, there was Crossroads and Aristocrat, and, like, I guess stockpiles until they ran out, but...
Yeah. No. For sure. I think that was it. And, like, Wharf's like Worf's consistently rated in the top 10. You know, like cards of like all dominions. So it's like it's a pretty solid card to throw in your deck. You know. So
Yeah, yeah. It's funny. I was saying this too. You should take the tie like 5 turns ago, and then they ended up winning. So you know what? Good for them.
No, you should take the tie, or it's over, and you know they win. So yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good to be back in the Dominion world. That was a fun match to commentate. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, thanks for like commentating. Thanks for commentating, Nave. It was fun. It was fun, dude. It was always a good time, you know.
It always is. Yeah, exactly. I missed Dominion for a month, so it's nice we get back.
Yeah. Well, welcome back to the Dominion world, Nave. So
Thank you.
Alrighty.
All right, I will see you around.
I'll see you around. I'll have this uploaded sometime in the future.
Sounds good.
All right, later, Nave.
See ya.
See ya.